I don't see him working with children to help them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I think that's the dichotomy with Umar. You have Umar who pretends to be something that he's really not, because he's still telling people in 2025 that he's a school psychologist. He hasn't worked in the field since 2011. He doesn't have, he's not even, he holds no professional certifications at this time, including to be a school psychologist. So you have that Umar, how he really represents himself to the public. And it's just all talk. But then you also have Umar as who he really is as a person. And even these types of issues of self-esteem, anxiety, well, his daughter has come out and spoken about these types of issues too, but he's nowhere to be found to try to help her out. It's total contradiction.
My biological father is Dr. Umar. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you, and you shut me down. You ignored me. And I'm not bashing you.
Really?
I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old, and you have yet to be in my life.
Y'all know me too well. Y'all know my love for children is too strong for anybody to be coming out the woodworks telling you they've been trying to reach me when my number has been public for 20 years. Listen, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to listen. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. So anybody telling you they've been trying to reach me and my phone number hasn't changed in 20 years, mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time. I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time.
And, and we could talk for 2 days about the relationship he has with his daughter. I'm like, my guy, I don't fully understand. And, by God's grace, I don't have a dysfunctional relationship with my kids and my wife, and I don't have any other kids outside my home. So I don't understand fully what it's like to be in a situation where you see your child is clearly hurting, clearly wanting your engagement, but you are over here jet setting to South Africa, or you busy running around talking about whatever in the Caribbean and that and the third, and you're watching her crash out on camera, and you know where she is, you have access to her, you talk to her. Why are you not making that your priority? Because please understand, this shows what you would do if you're the most requested school psychologist on the planet and in the multiverse, and everybody's looking for you. Why is it that you're not applying it at the most? I guess one of the more close relationships that you have. He's been more gracious to the woman that was came up and rolled up on him and said that she drives kids around. He was more gracious to her than he was to his own daughter. But you want us to send our boys to your school? Okay, all right. Let me tell you what's not going to happen.
That's real talk.
It's not going to happen.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah. And by the way, I just want to point something else out, because we were talking about anxiety. Oftentimes, it could be the case that anxiety leads to depression, and that depression leads to suicidality. If you don't mind, I want to pull up a video because it just came to mind. We weren't planning on pulling up videos. I just want to use this as an example. So this is an example. Again, Umar wrote this dissertation. This was from 2012. Here we are in 2021. This would be November 18th, 2021. And I'm going to pull up the video. We're going to go to the 1 hour and 13-minute mark, almost 14-minute mark. I want people to hear what Umar says right here, because it just goes to show you a total departure from what he was writing about in his dissertation, and also total departure from what he used to talk about, because he used to talk more about these issues that we find inside his dissertation, a lot of it rooted in Quantum and Jufu. Now he spends more time talking very reckless on topics that have nothing to do with any of this stuff. So let me pull this up. Here we go.
Interview, give it back. There's no way a psychologist can make a qualitative determination of disability or mental illness. And I never spoke to the parent. You want to know why? Because only you know if that child was born full term. Only you know if that child ever been hospitalized. Only you.
Hold on, I got to go back just a little bit. Do this right.
And that is important for our children. African history, respecting your parents, planning your future, dealing with emotions and anxiety as a young person, which is very important, because in case you don't know, suicide for all black people is up. And for teenage black girls, it is through the roof. And I want all of y'all to know right now, do not play around with children when they say they want to kill themselves. I do not play. Let a child in my presence say they want to kill themselves. You're going to the psychiatric emergency response center. And I know you're going to sit there all night before somebody see you. That's exactly where I'm going to take your ass, so you can sit there all night and know next time don't open your mouth and say you want to hurt yourself unless you mean it.
Okay, that's mad reckless. But you know what? He does that quite a bit. Just this past weekend when he was in New Jersey, talking about the 12 bad boys. And remember that? Talking about you're going to lock him in. Again, he talks mad reckless. And I don't see, I can't imagine an MLK talking like this on a hot mic. Maybe he did in the quiet, around the poker table. Maybe he did. I don't know. But I just can't imagine him on a hot mic talking this reckless. Or again, like, you want people to trust you. And you say stuff like, don't tell me you're going to self-harm yourself unless you're going to do it. Or they're going to do it and they're not going to tell you.
Right.
Like, so you're creating more problems and you're just super reckless, but.
Yeah. And then, of course, it ties to what's going on with his daughter now. This mentality that he has. It's just unbecoming, especially as a father. It's just, and then even as a psychologist, but as a father, it's just unbecoming.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure fellow psychologists would probably not handle that the exact same way, and probably would say that, yeah, what he said is not appropriate,
right,
or positioned correctly. So I'm with you 100%. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment, because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.